Hey, what's cracking, everybody? This is Patrick with your Patface Gaming video blog for today, Tuesday, January 27th, 2009. Hope this blog finds you well. It's Retro Game Day here on Patface Gaming, but want to go over just a couple of news notes. Pretty quiet day in the news today. It was announced for the Game Developers Conference coming up in March, on March 25th, that the keynote speaker will be none other than Nintendo President Satoru Iwata, announced today. The last time Iwata did the game developers keynote speech, it was to introduce the most recent Zelda game, the Phantom Hourglass on the DS. So it'll be interesting to see if he has any big news for us upcoming in March. In addition, Ron Pessner named Games for Windows new boss. That coming after the former boss at Games for Windows was let go in the massive layoffs that Microsoft has been experiencing. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any recent updates coming anytime soon about some of the games that people are worried about, the Flight Simulator series, some of those things. Hopefully those questions will be answered sooner than later. Finally, just want to remind you, if you're a Fallout 3 fan, that Operation Anchorage, the first downloadable content for the acclaimed multi-platform RPG game, was released today. So you can get that on PlayStation Network, on Xbox Live, or wherever you prefer to get your online downloadable content. So far, the reviews have been pretty good, and obviously, with as good of a game as it was, everybody's pretty excited to get their hands on this. Also, just want to give a shout out to 8bitreview.com. If you haven't checked out that website, it's another great blog to check out. They've got some interesting comments on Resident Evil 5 First Thoughts. A little surprising in my book. I haven't had a chance to actually play the game yet. Obviously, I'm excited to and hope to do so in the next couple days. But some interesting comments there that I think are worth taking a look at. Kind of caught me off guard, and I wasn't expecting to hear everything I did. But at the end of the day, the good thing is it sounds like they're on at least the right track towards making another solid entry in the Resident Evil series. That's going to wrap it up for the news today. As I said, pretty quiet on that front. Do want to enjoy Retro Game Day here on Patface Gaming. Every Tuesday we take a look at a game from the past that's either been wonderful or just awful, awful, awful. Today's game falls into the wonderful category, and really I almost felt bad putting it into retro gaming because there's still so many people playing it today. The game today is well known for being a world famous real-time strategy game on the PC. It's Blizzard's epic Warcraft 3. Now, Warcraft 3 was released way, way back, so it feels like at least, in 2002. There were a lot of people who played the open beta in 2001 when it was so much easier to get your hands on that kind of stuff through, hackers and that kind of thing. It just happened to be the year I was a freshman in high school, or in college, excuse me. So I was able to get plenty of hands-on time with that game with some of the guys in the dorm and that kind of stuff. And it was a fantastic game then. And I popped it in today just for old time's sake, and it still holds up. I mean, it's still a lot of fun to play. There's so many customizable things that you can do. It's definitely more of a hardcore game. So I gotta forewarn you, if you're more on the casual side of things, it's probably not for you. But it's a really well done game, as so many Blizzard games are. And one of the amazing things about this game is there are professional players who play just this game in Europe, in Japan, in Korea, those kind of places. They hold tournaments where these people are not only making tens of thousands of dollars a tournament, they're celebrities in the country. One of the best known guys named Grubby, I believe, is Dutch, and he's a celebrity in the country. I mean, it's unbelievable when you think about this. I know that we have some pro gaming, some real good Halo players on this side of the pond, but it is nothing compared to the love that some of these Warcraft and Starcraft players get on the East. So just pretty interesting to think that this game, even though it's almost 10 years old, still holds up as well as it does and is still so popular. It's so easy to get a game on. Another one of the great things about it, it's free to play online. You can't beat the price as long as you have an internet connection. And it's challenging and it's a lot of fun. There are a million different ways you can play it. So if you have it lying around, I would recommend checking it out. I do want to mention, if you do have Blizzard games lying around that aren't on your computer, and you still have the game key, the thing that comes on the disc, go to blizzard.com and sign up for a free account. You can input your game key into your profile so that you can download the game if you ever lose it. It's amazing. You can do it with StarCraft. You can do it with Warcraft. You can do it with Diablo. So if you just have the case and you don't even have the CD anymore, you can pop the code in and download the game for free, and they won't make you buy another copy. beautiful. Blizzard's always been well known for taking care of their fans, and this is just another way they do it. So even if you have the games and they're handy and you're not sure you're going to play them, I do it just to be safe. I did mine a few weeks ago. So definitely recommend that. Recommend checking out Warcraft if you haven't played it in a while and you have it lying around. And it's a tremendous game. It was, what created this World of Warcraft that 10 million people are playing, or whatever the case is. So that's the retro game for the day. If you haven't played it in a while or you've never played it, it's worth checking out, obviously. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me here. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Retro Day here on patfacegaming.blogspot.com. Want to remind you, as always, that the YouTube channel is Patface Gaming, so please subscribe and support. You can catch all the old videos there, as well as on the website for patfacegaming.blogspot.com. This is Patrick, signing off, hoping you have a great day. So long, everybody.